There he is. Golly, these bites are just so light. And you want to know why? That's why. Tyler's got like a 12-inch bass, and then I'm over here with this little perch, just crushing it. There he is. That one was a nice bite. Ooh, this might be a little better perch. Yeah, look how fat he is. I'll take perch like that. Look at that. Just straight thick. That's a beauty. Not a bad little fish right there. Okay, that's good to see. Makes me feel a little better about what's down there. I'm gonna crack into this cold brew. Ooh, cold brew slushy. Actually, it tastes delicious. I've been kind of having a tough go this winter. My first several trips, I've just had a really hard time finding fish. And today, I've been able to find fish, but I've been really just having the hardest time making them eat. I definitely was around a lot of bluegill earlier. There he is. Wrong size, right species. And I know they were bluegill. We caught a couple of them. They were really small, but I think there was probably some big ones down there, but we just could not make them bite. I tried normal spikes, I tried red spikes, I tried numerous plastics, I tried a spoon, and I tried jigs, and tried jigging it different ways. I tried slow, fast, everything in between, and just those fish wouldn't bite. So really having a tough winter so far, but felt good to catch that little perch right there. Oh, he had it, son of a gun. That's a big mark. There he is. Oh, yeah. It's not gonna be a small fish. That's probably a big bass. Oh my gosh, dude. There's what we're looking for. He's not moving. Dude, I need to loosen my drag. He's peeling drag. Dude. Tyler. Okay, I gotta keep pressure. I don't wanna, oh my gosh, this is a big fish. This is a big fish. I don't know what this is. I think it's a big bass. I don't know how big, but it's not small. Dude, this has got me nervous. I don't feel like my reel's like pulling in line hardly. Dude, this is a massive fish, but my reel is like not reeling. I don't know what's going on. There, I had to just tighten my drag a hair, but it makes me really nervous, tighten my drag. Oh my gosh. I've caught a big pike before. This is a big sluggish bass, I can guarantee it.
Oh man, it's making it's like giving me an
This is not a pike, it's a big sluggish bass. Oh, that ice, it keeps getting stuck on the ice and I'm getting super nervous it's gonna snap. Oh, he had a little jolt to enter. That ice. Oh my gosh. Dude. Gives me severe anxiety every time he does that. Please don't. Please let me land this fish. I've had such a tough winter of ice fishing, and this could be a make or break. Oh, did you see that?
No.
Oh my god, I don't know what it was. Oh, it's a pike. It's a big pike.
It's a pike. It's
Dude,
a good one, too.
It's a big pike. How am I gonna get his head up here? Holy smoke.
Oh, she's a good one.
Oh my gosh, it's a big pike. It's a big pike.
Dude.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay.
How are we gonna get her out?
I don't know. Okay. Can you? Come on, get your head up here a little bit. Okay, that's like one of the biggest pike I've ever seen, and I can't get his head directed this way. Now this is where it's. Oh, there. No, duh. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not sure if I was gonna get a video made today. I've been out here for a couple hours with my buddy Tyler, and we have been struggling. I've marked a lot of fish, what I believe were bluegill, and I just haven't been able to make them bite. All of a sudden, we're out here just dinking around, trying to find some perch, just trying to find whatever bites. Tyler catches a little bass, we both catch a couple little perch. All of a sudden, my rod doubles over, and I'm just like, oh snap, what do I got? I thought for sure it was gonna be a big bass, but that was a big pike, probably a 30-inch pike. And I just completely screwed up. When I went to try to get a hand free so I could grab him, I finally had his head coming up out of the hole. Unfortunately, I think my line just ticked on one of his teeth and bye-bye. I'm telling you, 1 pound fluorocarbon doesn't typically hold up to a pike's tooth, whether it's an 8-inch pike or a 30-inch pike. Talk about a disappointment. I mean, it was really fun fighting the fish, but man, that was a disappointment. That pretty much sums up how my ice fishing season is going thus far. I just haven't been able to figure out the fish. It's been very rare for me to find fish, and then today I've actually been able to find them, but I can't make them bite. It's just, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep the jig down there. Well, I gotta rig up a new jig. I'm gonna drop it down there, and hopefully we'll find some fish.
I got your present.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna take a bite of this guy. There's one. Thank goodness. Okay, this feels pretty decent. That's what we're looking for, finally. Found a decent little gill there. All right, that's what I've been looking for all season, and I have not been able to figure these fish out. Not a very big fish, but let's do a little size reference here. That's a 7 1/4 incher, not bad. I'll take fish like that any day of the week. All right, see ya, bluegill. All right, sweet. They came out of nowhere, all of a sudden I got one. Oh yeah, that's a bigger fish. I don't know what this is. This could be a bass. If it's a bluegill, it might be the 10-incher we're looking for, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not a bluegill based on the way it's pulling. This has gotta be a bass. This has gotta be a bass. I better take my transducer out. Who knows? I don't actually even know what's in here. I heard about this spot from my friend, Tyler. It's TF in the comments. He is someone that subscribes to the channel. He's a buddy of mine. Yeah, I'm glad he recommended this spot because things are looking dandy right now. Okay. All right. I don't know what this is going to be. This might be a big old bass. I doubt if it's a pike. Yesterday that big old pike was on, and I really want to get my redemption. If it is a pike, I'll be stoked. It feels like a bass though. Oh yeah, it's a big bass. It's a big bass. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is going to be probably my biggest bass through the ice ever, if I can land him. There he is. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, are you freaking kidding me? That's a 19-inch bass. I bet that fish is close to 4 pounds. And there he goes. Well, I got my redemption. I missed that giant pike yesterday, and here we are today at a different body of water, small little body of water, and we got our redemption. Probably close to a 4-pound bass, 3.5, and we got a little 7 1/4 inch bluegill. Slow bite, but we're catching fish. I don't know if I just drilled the right hole or if I put on the right bait. I'm just using a little ice plastic that's red, and it seems like the red is making a difference. Oh yeah, I've got some fish coming up. I've got some fish coming up. Here we go. There he is. That's probably a big gill, I bet. Either that or another bass. I bet that's a big gill. It's got some weight to it, but it's not near as heavy as that last fish. Yeah, it's a gill. Not a giant, but it's a decent one. All right, just a little red ice fishing plastic. Really, really small profile. And another about a 7-incher. Not bad. All right, see you, buddy. Well, it seems like this spot is cooled off. See if it heats back up in a few minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and try another hole. So my new strategy for getting this down there quick, because these jigs are so light, I just keep my pinky on the spool, and then I just literally hand pull the line out while keeping my finger on the button. It seems like I'm able to get the jig down there quicker, and I'm glad I started doing that. Just a little bit easier, and it prevents that line from giving me issues. What happens if you don't do that, a lot of times you'll have your line kind of ball up on the spool, and that's kind of almost like a backlash for a bait caster. Super annoying. The other thing that I've started to do is I've started to put my finger on the line, and I'll just kind of loop it over the line, and it allows me to detect bites just even a little bit better. I really, really like this combo, but it's just taken me a few trips to kind of get a feel for it. But I really, really like the balance of it, the comfort of it. And then this bright green tip really does kind of bounce once a fish bites it. I've really noticed it on these bluegill today, as well as the bass. Okay, we're back to the original hole, and there's definitely fish down there, so I'm probably about to catch a bluegill. Oh my gosh, I got 2 on it. Oh, I pulled it away from him. Dadgummit. There's some bluegill down there, I think. And I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Oh, there he is. God, he throttled that. He just came up and smashed it. This could be a good gill. It's about another one about the same size, probably a little smaller. But golly, it feels good to pop a few, man. Holy smokes. I don't know what it is about this spot in particular, but it seems like the fish are loaded up right here. And I think they're kind of moving around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a few more holes around this one once this hole calms down. But that's a bluegill. I'm a happy man. So the bluegill tend to just kind of pile up along the bottom. They're not on the bottom. They're suspended just off. Oh my gosh, there's one coming up to smash it right here. Oh my gosh, he came up to sniff it several feet off the bottom. He's coming. He's not sure what he wants to do. He might come get it though, right here. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. Son of a gun. Oh my gosh. There he is. He came hot and heavy for it. Look at that rod bend. That's a 32-inch ultralight noodle, and that is a chunky little gill. Not a giant, not the 10-incher we're after, but it is the right species, and it feels dang good to catch him, and he was freaking aggressive too.
How about them apples, boys?
All right, see you, buddy. There he is. God, this feels good, dude. This feels so good. Oh, look at that one. That one's kind of pretty. It's got a nice color to it. All right. All right, see you, buddy. I'm just using a 4mm tungsten ice jig. It's like a gold color, but I think they call it gold Wonder Bread. It's got some like polka dots on it. And I'm just using a really small red ice fishing plastic.
All right, I tell you what, I am feeling really good right now. The fishing has been pretty dang slow, but I've had this one magical hole below me right here. Hi there. That hole right there has produced a big bass and several bluegill, so I don't know what it is about this spot, but they seem to be down there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a couple more holes in this surrounding area, and if this one does not produce, hopefully the others will. I'm going to fish it hard for the next like 30-40 minutes, and we'll just see what happens. But all in all, man, I feel like I've really turned around my ice fishing season, and it's all thanks to this spot. So shout out again to my buddy Tyler, who told me about this spot. It certainly means the world to me. The other thing is I got this big freaking ruler. It's like 36 inches long, but it folds down. We're looking for a 10-inch bluegill today, so I think the best strategy is to probably drop back down there and keep fishing, because a 10-inch bluegill ain't gonna catch itself. Let's get back to it.
The bluegill have moved, folks. I've went several minutes without a bite, and I'm not seeing anything down there. He's all over it. There he is. Did I get him? I pulled it away from him. Dadgummit. There's bluegill down there. There he is. All right. Feels like a good one. It's got some dog in him. Got some dog in him. Oh, I should have pulled my deucer. Wasn't very big, but he had some nice fight to him. Oh well. He's about the same size as many of the other gills I caught. Little 6-incher probably. There he is. He had it for a few seconds. This one feels decent. Come on. Feels decent. Okay, okay. I don't know if I should pull my deucer. I probably should. Stupidity. Stupidity. He broke off. I don't know what happened. I should have pulled my deucer. I might have had a kink in my line because my line keeps tapping up against this hard ice. I honestly think that I probably should have went with 2-pound test on this reel. I went with 1-pound test, and I think it is coming back to haunt me a little bit. My theory was that it was going to draw a lot more bites, but I think what I'm realizing is there's just too many situations where your line keeps getting pushed up against hard ice like this, and it's going to put little nicks in it if you're not careful. And I just lost what could have been a pretty solid fish. My guess is it was probably, you know, a 7-8 inch gill, but who knows? I mean, you never really know what it is. And now the fish are all gone, so I definitely just spooked them.
Oh man, I needed that. Today's ice fishing trip was an absolute blast. I finally was able to find some fish and actually make them bite. My goodness, that felt good. And you know what else? It gives me confidence for the rest of the season. I trust the process. I know that I am going to turn this season around and I'm going to catch some big bluegill. Fingers crossed at least. Regardless, thank you so very much for watching today's video. Had a lot of fun out there, and I'm excited to get back out there again. Hope you're having a wonderful winter. We'll catch you next time.